Dear friend, everyone loves eating out, but with the rising prices at restaurants, we have all had to cut back. Wouldn't it be nice to save money by making your favorite restaurant dishes at home instead? Well, now you can with America's Restaurant Recipes. In this 2-volume cookbook, you'll discover the secret recipes for your family's favorite restaurant dishes. As seen on Fox News, Good Morning America, Home Shopping Network, ABC, NBC, People Magazine, and more. New York Times best-selling author Ron Douglas reveals the jealously guarded secret restaurant recipes that have been kept away from the public for years. With these easy-to-follow recipes, you are sure to wow your family and friends with meals that taste just like the Olive Garden, the Cheesecake Factory, Outback Steakhouse, P.F. Chang's, Red Lobster, KFC, and many more. Skip those long lines and enjoy these delicious dishes in your own kitchen. Now, for a limited time only, when you order America's Restaurant Recipes Volume 1, you'll get the Volume 2 cookbook for free. Act now to secure this buy one, get one special offer. Order now and spice up dinner time in your home.
Let's get started. Life offers many sensuous experiences. Listening to your favorite music, sipping a glass of fine wine, indulging in an ecstatic sexual experience are among the many sensuous pleasures of life. The making and consuming of a chef's salad is part of enjoying an erotic and sensuous day. And sensuous pleasures are among the many libertarian pleasures an individual can enjoy. The chicken breast or steak fajita meat. About 2 to 3 hours before the actual making of the salad, you begin preparing the meat. Hopefully you've already thawed it out. Cut the chicken breast or steak fajita meat into strips. After you complete this, you will put the meat in a storage bag, marinating it in some fine wine. If you are making the chef's salad with chicken breast, you will let it swim in Chardonnay. If you are making it with steak fajita meat, you soak it in Cabernet Sauvignon. Now put it back in the refrigerator. During the next few hours, you can engage in some sensuous activities with your partner or listen to some of your favorite music while sipping wine. The next step. 1 to 2 hours later, you can begin removing the rest of the ingredients from the refrigerator. I recommend using red leaf lettuce, cherry tomatoes or tomatoes on the vine, black olives, large cucumber and a red onion. Of course, you can also add zucchini, radish, celery, carrots, croutons, hard-boiled eggs, etc. Or a different type of lettuce. Stay away from iceberg lettuce because it is almost all water and no nutrition. For simplicity, we will stick to my original recommendations. Place these on the kitchen counter and let it all sit at room temperature for about an hour. In the meanwhile, you can go back to your other sensuous activities. The preparation. Find a large glass bowl and a sharp knife. I start preparing the lettuce by tearing it into portions that mix well and are easy to chew. Next, I cut the cucumber into 11 even slices. I then halve the slices. You can quarter them if you prefer. I toss them into the bowl. The next step is cutting the red onion. Since it is desirable that you cut the onion into perfect rings, this can be rather tricky. Pay attention to what you do and cut slowly. The thinner the rings, the better. With practice, you will succeed every time. Toss them into the salad bowl. I prefer anywhere from 7 to 11 rings. I then add about 11 large black olives to the salad. I prefer whole uncut olives. Isn't this getting exciting? Your other sensuous activities have probably whetted your appetite. The salad in the making is taking on a whole new dimension. You are creating a work of art and enjoying another sensuous experience. I prepare the tomatoes last. I place them on a dish and gently run hot water over them for about 10 minutes. The water must be barely running. You don't want to damage the tomatoes. The heat of the water brings out their flavor. I remove the plate from the sink and cut the cherry tomatoes in half. If I'm using tomatoes on the vine or garden-grown tomatoes, I slice them into 12 pieces. I use 11 cherry tomatoes or 1 large tomato. I sprinkle salt and pepper on them and let them sit for about 10 minutes. By the way, if you are cooking for 2, double the amount of ingredients you use. If you are cooking for 3, triple the amount. I'm sure you get the idea. The cooking of the meat. While the tomatoes are soaking up the salt and pepper, I fire up the skillet. To keep things simple, we will make this chef's salad with the chicken breast. I dump the marinated chicken in the pan and slowly cook it. You should cook it for about 45 minutes to an hour. I return to the salad, put the tomatoes in the bowl and cover it. I remove the salad dressing from the refrigerator. I believe Newman's olive oil and vinegar is the best. If we were making the salad with steak fajita meat, I would recommend Newman's balsamic vinaigrette or Good Season's classic balsamic. Use whatever you prefer. However, stay away from fat-free dressing. You need the correct balance of fats, proteins and carbs. Anyway, the whole fat-free philosophy of good health is a myth. Place the bottle of dressing on the counter. We want the dressing to be cool and not too cold, so the taste and texture is perfect. During the time the chicken is slowly cooking, I listen to some more music and sip the Chardonnay. Every 10 minutes or so I turn the chicken strips over and pour some more wine into the skillet. The aroma of the chicken basking in the Chardonnay and slowly cooking drifts up to your olfactory nerve. The sight of the salad in the bowl is a visually stimulating experience. You are going to be indulging in another sensuous, erotic activity. Finally, after 45 minutes or more of cooking, you turn up the heat and give the chicken its finishing touches. During this time you cut the chicken into smaller bite-sized pieces. This is easy to do since it is quite tender. The chicken has been seared to perfection. It is ready to add to the salad. You have prepared your sensuous chef's salad with love. The secret recipes for your favorite restaurant dishes have now been revealed in this best-selling new cookbook. Download now in description below.